Alright, hello and welcome to another episode of the Bradford City Career Mode. As you can see, we're going to be taking on Peterborough away from home today in the Championship. And if you didn't see the last episode, there's a bit of a problem now, a bit of a issue. We took on Sheffield Wednesday last episode, and I hate to tell you guys, but we finally lost the game. That's right, we finally dropped points in this season. It took till mid-November, which is an insane streak to be fair. All these games we either won or drew. That's incredible in my opinion. But we've eventually dropped points. We eventually lost to Sheffield Wednesday, which is very unfortunate, but it's just the way it goes, unfortunately for us. But we still are top by 6 points, so it's not the end of the world. We're sitting pretty with 52 points. Burnley behind us on 46. Cardiff on 44. And then Nottingham Forest, Norwich and Huddersfield round out the top 6. So, not bad. We're still quite a bit ahead. But we did drop the points against Sheffield Wednesday last time. So hopefully this doesn't lead to a decline in form. Hopefully it's just a little blip on the road to the Premier League. Up next, so we will be taking on Peterborough, like I said, and I'm just going to check quickly where they are on the table. They're in 19th. Sheffield are in 16th, and they beat us. Yeah, it was a bit of an issue that we couldn't overcome last time. And what's more, we used, I think, most of our full team, if not all of our full team, we used in that game. We just couldn't, I guess we couldn't play, really. We couldn't, do what we need to do. I'm going to just switch the bench around a bit so we can get some of the actual, somewhat talented players on the bench. I'm going to put Lundberg on there as well. I actually loved using him the game I used him. And he'll probably rotate in for the... whatchamacallit? The Carabao Cup match against Leicester, which is up next. Although I don't know how much of a rotate team I'm going to use for that, due to the fact it is the quarterfinals, and I don't know what team Leicester will play. But that's for the next time. This is the game we're focused on right now. Focused on trying to get, or try to keep our lead in the Championship. We've got possibility to go 9 points clear depending on the results. Go back to 9 points clear, I should say. We see this here. Will Smith saved a nice Bradford equaliser. Bradford City was so close to scoring an equaliser against Sheffield Wednesday, but Will Smith's heroics in goal prevented Johnson Said from equalising. We literally threw everything at them to try and equalise. Granted, they were the better team, but we would just try to throw every single thing we could at them possible, and they just wouldn't let me pass, just wouldn't let me through. They just kept going, and in the end, it's worked out for them to get them the 3 points. But I knew at some point we weren't going to win every game. It's just which one we were going to lose. I said at the start of the episode as well, I'm pretty sure, that I was possibly thinking of putting out a difficulty a little bit if we continue to stay unbeaten until about halfway point of the season, and we go and lose the next game. It wasn't intentional. I didn't intentionally throw that game, I'll be honest. But, I mean, it's whatever. It was going to happen. It just happened there and then. We've got Peterborough, like I said, for the third time now I'm going to say we've got Peterborough today. These guys have always been a pain in my ass, so I don't know how this is going to go. But we've got Rossi in goal, Kakachi and Sterling as the fullbacks. Kakachi, of course, the captain. Tamori and Todibo as the centre-backs. Carbonero, Van Dam and Greenwood packing up that midfield. Banks on the left, Hlošek on the right, and Haaland in the middle. I know we've got Leicester in 4 days' time, but I'm just going to try and use the strongest squad we can again because I want to get some more space between us and our opponents now, considering that we drop points. And even though we've been playing Peterborough now for about 3 seasons, I'm still not sure, or still don't remember what their stadium name is, so I'm going to quickly check that. The Western Holmes Stadium. But yeah, the better part of 3 seasons now we're playing against Peterborough. This is season 4. We started playing against them in season 2. We were in League 1. Played them last season in the Championship. I thought they were going to go back down, and they managed to survive. So we're facing them again. I don't know what result I'm going to get here. As soon as I miss the goal, I'm probably going to start the match. I'm scoring every shot here. This is mental. Okay, this isn't going to be an incredible score. It's not even going to be an A. Are you joking? Wow. But anyway, we know we can score goals, so that's sorted. It's just, can we win games again? Go back to where we were before Sheffield Wednesday. There's going to be an error in this season. Within this season, there's going to be an error. It's going to be before Sheffield Wednesday and after Sheffield Wednesday. We're now in the after stage, and we're going to go back to being unbeaten for a long time. If we lose this game now, I'm going to sound so fucking stupid. By when I say that, I mean within the league. I don't feel like we're going to beat Leicester, for being honest, but I mean, anything's possible. But the weather looks terrible here in Peterborough, like it does here in Scotland where I live. The weather is horrible here. It's actually brightened up a little bit, but it's still raining. Or has it stopped raining? I think it stopped raining, actually. Crazy.
And this is how the hosts will begin.
Anyway, this is how Peterborough will line up. They've still got May and Tony up front. They put Isa on the bench, which is interesting. Interesting strategy there. They've got a couple of decent players though. Beavers in defence, Kent in defence, Pim in goal. They've still got Ivan Tony up front, who's always been a thorn in our side. His pace always seems to get him room for a shot, and he always seems to score against us, so try and prevent that from happening best we can. We've got our lineup from the best team in West Yorkshire, best team in the Championship as well.
Very narrow midfield and a conventional back four.
I actually really like this team. It's just sometimes they disappoint me and I get annoyed. Like Sterling and Kakachi in the last game, the fullbacks just didn't perform last game, and it's just might be part of what let us down. But also we should have honestly got a draw out of it with the amount of chances we had. We just couldn't get an equaliser. Their goalkeeper was insane, and it's just the way things go. But today we are against Peterborough, and we're hopefully going to get a new kind of unbeaten streak going here immediately. Banks wins possession. Carbonero up to Howland. Who's calling for it? Van Dam. Got to hold it up here. They're bringing bodies back. That's not. Well, it's who I want to pass it to, but it's not how I want to pass it. I pressed the wrong button. Win the throw anyway. Banks off to Van Dam. Carbonero. Howland needs to turn and shoot. Oh, what a finish! Erling Braut Haaland gets another one to add to his collection inside 4 minutes. It's a bit of a scrappy kind of goal. Almost got tackled from the defender, but took the shot on. It was saved by the keeper. I think he went in off the crossbar. I'm going to have to look back at this.
It's just gone past him. He does get a touch on it though.
Keeper did try and get a save, but it's only going to hit the crossbar and bounce in. Off of Pim's glove. That's unfortunate for Peterborough, but it's really good for us.
Well,
Erling Braut Haaland gets an early one.
They just need to keep their composure now. This is
exactly what we needed to try and get back to winning ways. 16 goals now in the Championship for Erling Braut Haaland. Incredible tally from the Norwegian.
1-0 then.
Afloshik wins the ball. And can we go again straight away?
And that's an important intervention.
Oh no, I thought Haaland would lock onto that ball, but it didn't. We're getting tackles and we're just not getting the bounces in our favour.
Splendid tackle and a throw in coming up.
Tackle by Greenwood. Interception by Banks, a very good interception as well. Greenwood, oh, could have sent Haaland on his way with a better pass maybe, I'm not sure. Haaland back in to Greenwood, going to receive on the edge of the area. He's going to take the shot on. What a shot, and it's unlucky to not be 2-0 there off the frame of the goal. I think it was the angle of post and bar that stopped Greenwood from making it 2-0 there. That's unfortunate for Mason Greenwood. Oh, he's going to try. I think he's going to try and line up for another one there, but I mean it's been tackled, so obviously not anymore. Let's try and keep to winning. Let's try and get back, I should say, to winning ways. Try and keep our place at the top of the Championship where we belong. Greenwood just try to keep possession right now. Haaland couldn't keep hold of it. It's unfortunate. Sterling closing it down. Carbonero. Kakachi now for Bradford City. Try to play it through. Try to get a little ball through there. It doesn't work out.
He's got space.
Ward's got plenty of room here for a cross. It's going to be punched away by Rossi. Bit of a tangle there with either Tadibo or Tomori. I'm pretty sure it's Tomori. What is my thing doing? I don't know if it's coming up on the video, but it just keeps jumping a little bit. I don't know what's going on. Tomori to Greenwood. It's not the pass I was trying to make. As you saw fucking Loschek running through, and the game was like, nah, we'll give it to Haaland instead. Way easier pass to make. Obviously the one you wanted to make as well, dude. Carbonero though gets the ball.
Running with the ball confidently.
Trying to make some room for himself here to deliver something, perhaps. Delivers it inshore, and it's just missed by Banks.
He was under duress. Yeah, defender just put him off a little bit, but it was worth an effort.
Just wide.
He's a hero.
I don't know if that sound's coming through on the video. If it's not, then that sounds dumb. But it's good jumping, a lot of sound.
I believe there's been a goal in the Forest game.
Not something to do with my headset, to be honest.
It's a goal for Nottingham Forest. 24 minutes played. 1-0.
Cheers again, Alan.
I think I need to get a new one soon. So it keeps jumping sometimes. Greenwood's going to get an easy bit of possession here. And he's going to give Carbonero a chase here. Not quite. Carbonero catches the goalkeeper on the way through. But that's the pace of Johan Carbonero, though. Could have broken through. Nartic. Todibo with a clean as a whistle tackle there. Perfect tackle. The real life Barcelona youngster. Van Dam. Banks. Back to Van Dam. Not the fastest on the pitch, of course. But he's got a bit of space here for Haaland. To go into Greenwood. Oh, couldn't get away from the defender. You had no idea how much I wanted just to take a shot on there and see what happened, and I probably should have done, looking back. But I didn't. Where's Kakache? Is he? No way is that. Nah, I might need a new left back. This guy just doesn't stay in position anymore. Greenwood to Holoshek. Picks out Haaland. It's got to be 2. And it is 2. Is that Holoshek or Greenwood? I think it's Greenwood. Greenwood makes it 2 here in Peterborough. Let's do a quick drink while celebrations are occurring. Let me mute my mic because you'll hear it open. It's a fizzy drink.
Well, here it is. The striker's bread and butter. Simple finish, but it's the positioning that gets him the goal. A chance to revisit the goal. Well, there's nothing better for a manager when a plan comes together. Total satisfaction.
And how many times have I seen those goals scored from Greenwood thanks to those setups from Haaland? It's got to be a lot now.
So 2-0 now.
14 from Mason Greenwood in this league. Incredible. Compared to last season, he's having an incredible season. Carbonero's getting a yellow card for a foul all that time ago on the goalkeeper. It was accidental. I don't think it was really a yellow card. Just kind of kept running and didn't stop running. It's kind of Carbonero's thing. Oh, it could have been a goal back there. Tony with an actual kind of dangerous shot. I thought it would be okay. Thought we had enough cover on Tony, but apparently not. And Rossi having to pull out the save. Ward on the corner.
Well, let's bring in Alan
Kent the target. Van Dam just booting it away. Not exactly where I wanted to aim it, but it's where it's gone.
The central defenders left each other and he nipped into slot home. 38 minutes played. 2-0.
Regular updates from Alan McAnally along the way.
Banks will get there. No, not quite. But Peterborough played it off the pitch. We'll get a cheap throw-in out of it, which I'm not complaining about. Can the camera pan to me, please? Thank you. Van Dam throws it to Kakache. Carbonero, the man on the yellow card now. Got the ball, got a bit of space as well. Greenwood also got a bit of space.
Going well.
Haaland making a run through the middle, and it's 3. It's just as easy as that, to be completely honest with you guys. We're looking for a domination of a performance to make up for the loss last time out. Greenwood is given miles of space. Haaland with an easy run through. Might have taken it on his weak foot, but he's put it in perfectly. And it's 3-0 now to Bradford City. We are storming it here at the Western Home Stadium in Peterborough. No negotiation needed. We are storming. I'm telling you firsthand, we are. Not are we, but we are. 17 goals now for the Norwegian in the Championship. What a return he's had this season.
Well, it's been such a one-sided game. You just wonder how many more they could add.
What is going to be the final score in this match? It's 3-0, and we're not even at half-time yet.
And the emphasis is on creativity.
I'm pretty sure Peterborough have one outright chance. Could make it 2 here. And they have made it 2 outright chances anyway. Sterling just going to try and make some room to clear it, but it's not worked out as planned. That could have messed up big time there. Tadibo headed that. Oh, sorry, Tamori headed that. That's not. I wasn't fully concentrating. That's not where I threw it. That's my own fault if they score now fully. Let's just think for a second here. Let's not just straight out launch it. Let's think, get it to Hlošek. They can control it. Play it down to Greenwood. He looks kind of tired, and I kind of want his fitness for the Carabao Cup game. And the fact that we're winning 3-0 now, I think we could probably make some substitutions. It won't impact heavily on the result. But I'm not going to do them at half-time. I don't like doing substitutions at half-time, but we are at half-time. 3-0 the scoreline. Haaland with a brace and Greenwood getting one as well. The usual suspects getting the goals. Jesus Christ. Haaland is finally, I think, finding his shoes. If he wasn't finding them last season, he is this season. He's not, like, last season there was a lot of chances that you would have easily scored that were saved. This season he's just been converting them left, right and centre. There's maybe been less chances that he could have easily scored. I may bring Carbonero off just because of the yellow card, and I kind of want to keep him for the game. This is the stats list so far. We've got 3 shots for Peterborough with 2 on target. We've got 5 shots with 3 on target for us. 52% possession for us, 48% possession for them. So, somewhat equal on the possession side of things. Do we make any substitutions now, though? I'm going to say no. I'm going to say not yet. In fact, no, I'm going to say not yet. We're going to leave it for now. Hopefully Carbonero doesn't get himself sent off. And we'll make some substitutions maybe around the hour mark. And think about how we're going to play the rest of this game out. And how we're going to take on Leicester and hopefully defeat them, get into the semi-finals of the Carabao Cup. That would be insane. But I don't think it's going to happen. But I mean, anything's possible in career mode. We've seen that last episode where Sheffield Wednesday beat us. That's a horrible cross. Behind Carbonero and behind the goal. Ivan Toney's getting a little bit of a promotion here, a feature sort of thing. He's on 2 shots on target, but hasn't played them away. It's unfortunate for him. Rossi has been doing well so far this game when he's needed to be used.
It's a poor performance, really, and probably a major factor why they're losing, Derek.
The major factor why they're losing is because we are on a tear, to be honest with you. I don't think there's much they can do about it. Banks into Carbonero, onto Greenwood. We'll get back to Carbonero here. Need to try and make some space. There's no space to make for any of the chances. Oh. Peterborough playing against you know who. The fucking next game they have. We'll be playing against Leicester.
Yeah, really looking forward to it. Always a great atmosphere in that stadium. It should be a really entertaining match.
Oh, Haaland couldn't get the ball, couldn't get the room.
Visitors have totally controlled possession. If you have that much of the ball, you can put
pressure. I wouldn't say we totally controlled possession. We have more of it, but I wouldn't say we totally controlled it. That might be a bit of a lie. It's 55-45. It's not like it's 60-40 or 70-30 or something like that. Right, we'll take the goal kick out of that. And yeah, we'll bring on O'Leary for Van Dam. I know I said closer to an hour, but it's close enough. We'll just do it now. They're making a substitution, might as well do the same thing, you know. Keep Van Dam fit for the Carabao Cup game. Although I might bring Lundberg on for that, give him another little run out, because he was fun to use, even at only 63 overall. He's going to be one in line for some training like Banks had. Just non-stop training, pretty much. Greenwood wins the ball in the midfield off the goal kick. O'Leary to Kakache. Back down to Donald O'Leary here. Greenwood Haaland calling for it through the middle. He's going to get closed down, but he could lay it back off to Greenwood. Needs to make some space for himself here. He's taking off the ball. Good defending from Peterborough. Kakachi heads it to Carbonero. Greenwood, O'Leary. Haaland. Did it go back to the foul though on O'Leary? And a yellow card for Mark O'Hara. We were just previewing the Carabao Cup quarter-final there as well. But we just got absolutely mown down. I was maybe hoping I could turn in with Haaland and deliver a little ball in the box, but not to be. And we're going to get a free kick here. Now, my free kicks are ass, and they're probably going to continue to be ass because the free kick system this year is stupid. I don't like it at all. And they'll probably change it for next year. As soon as I get used to it, they'll change it again next year. So I don't know how much point there is in me getting used to it. But we're going to try and take it with Andrew Banks anyway. See what occurs here. Well, he's on target. I don't know how to measure him really. But it's okay. We're winning 3-0. There's not much worry. For me right now anyway. Listen, bring a miraculous comeback. Kakachi wins the ball back. Carbonero. O'Leary. Greenwood is going to get tackled. I knew he was. He was too close to the defender. But he's won it back. I didn't expect him to win it back. What? I'm so confused. Oh, he couldn't get a shot. I didn't expect him to win it straight back. Tomori with a header. On to Haaland. Laid off to Carbonero. Try to cross it into Haaland or Greenwood there, and it just doesn't occur for us. Tackling the Sterling, and it wins us the ball. Ploshek onto Carbonero. We're pushing hard for a fourth, not that we need to, but we are doing it anyway. I just want to get as many goals as I can, to be completely honest with you. Banks is going to take a shot there. I thought he was going to get blocked. I wasn't expecting it to get through all the way to the goalkeeper, but it did. Keeper catches it though. Banks so gets the ball from Tadibo. We are pressing hard here. No doubt about it. And Banks is saved again by Pim. It's only the target this time. We just keep winning the ball here. Keep the possession.
Greenwood.
Oh, Haaland, move out the fucking way a little bit, dude. You want me to play it through to you, but you're standing right there. What do you expect me to do? I'm not magic. Tomori to Carbonero. Haaland. He's going to get closed down like nothing I've ever seen before because he's got 2 goals already. I might be wrong though. Oh, it's an unfortunate hit from Erling Braut Haaland. I'm going to make my other 2 substitutions here. They're both going to be midfield ones. We're going to have Greenwood come off for an Isidorov. We're going to bring on young Lundberg for Carbonero, just in case Carbonero does accidentally get a red card down the line.
Miles off target. Well, if it had just bent it or maybe just gone for a bit more accuracy.
Kanu coming on for May as well for Peterborough. In all honesty, it's looked like our game from the outset. Peterborough may have had a couple of chances to get a goal or something, but I feel like we've dominated enough to deserve this win. Greenwood with another impressive performance, making way. And Van Dam putting his all in the midfield role as he always does. Making way as well. It's the pass I want to make, but it's not. I don't know. I can't really complain about it. It was a good deception. Tackle with Lundberg. And this young kid could be something, let me tell you.
O'Hara.
I know he's a centre mid, but he plays not too bad on the left, to be honest. I didn't put him on the left when I played him, though. I was just automatically on there. He played not too bad. I was a little concerned there, but not concerned enough to really do much about it. Haaland's going to chase this. Haaland might get this. Haaland won't get this. Unfortunately for the Norwegian, he doesn't get there. I think Peterborough's really looking for damage limitation at this point, but they've given Hlošek a big bit of open space to run into. Back into O'Leary, he could take a shot on, and it is 4. And it's going to be a demolition of Peterborough here at the Western Home Stadium. If it wasn't sealed before, it is now. 1-2 there between Hlošek and O'Leary.
Well, sometimes being at the right place at the right time gets you a goal. On this occasion, it's a simple goal from his point of view.
I really need to put some more training into O'Leary because he is he's got really good potential. I just haven't been working towards it enough. I've done a hell of a lot of attacking drills with him, but I need to work on the defensive side of him now. I need to be a complete midfielder. Only his second goal in the Championship for O'Leary, but he has been a good player when he's been used.
They will now make use of their
Isa coming on now. Torres coming off. It's 4-0. I don't know how much difference substitution will make at this point. Possibly a consolation goal here at the Western Home Stadium for Peterborough, but it's about as much as they'll get. Perhaps 2 consolation goals if we get too complacent. Or if the ball just bounces awkwardly and it changes my play without me asking for it to do so. Tony gets a tackle off of Sterling though. Keeper throw. We've left a bit of space open here. What the hell's going on? Tamori cleared by O'Leary. Kinda, it's bouncing a bit everywhere. Rossi can gather that up though. Collect that. Sterling. Anisimov. Lundberg. Back to Anisimov. Lundberg making a bit of a run through here. Into Anisimov again. These two. Bit of good passing there, but at the end of the day, good passing isn't enough.
Well, Derek, if you don't close down, you don't work hard without the ball, you don't put a shift
Sterling's
in,
out of
you end up
position.
with a performance
I'm trying to
and
switch
an
back to him.
atmosphere like this.
Tony on the left. Oh, it's a bit of a
easily
interesting
the
one there. I thought
keeper.
Tamori had it clear, but it's clear now anyway by Rossi. I'll make sure of that. And Haaland is going to get the ball here. I don't know what he's going to be able to do with it though. Not much option on for him here. I'm going to have to turn back a little bit. Banks.
Can he put it away?
Closed down by about 3 Peterborough bodies. Anisimov, O'Leary. Haaland, is he going to make it 5? No, it's a very good save. I took a little extra second to take the shot. Not because I wanted to, but because the game kind of like made me. Pikachu gets across though. And it's a 4-0 victory here. Possibly 4-1 if they get a last minute consolation, but that's still an impressive performance and regaining our composure.
Mohamed Isa.
Mo Isa taking it down. The left hand side, we've got no Kakachi, no Banks, but no problem because Tamori heads it away. Tony, probably going to take it too far for another chance, perhaps. No, he's not. Yes, he is. He was looking to maybe get around Lundberg there, but couldn't in time, and it is another victory. Or, well, it is another victory because we've won a lot of games this season, but hopefully we can get back on a winning run. Hopefully we can get back on an insane unbeaten run now. Hopefully that was just a bump in the road at Sheffield Wednesday, or at our home stadium against Sheffield Wednesday, and we can go back and chug on towards the championship title. Final scoreline though at the Western Home Stadium is Peterborough 0, Bradford City 4. Haaland with 2, Greenwood with 1, and O'Leary to cap off an amazing display.
Greenwood.
That's exactly how I want my team to be playing every game. Exactly to that standard. 13 shots for 9 on target, 54 possession. 5 shots for 4 on target, 46% possession. Player ratings, Haaland man of the match, beyond a shadow of a doubt. It's always Haaland. It's either Haaland or Greenwood anyway. Haaland with 9.6, Greenwood with 9.4. Incredible performances from both of them. And pretty much everyone's over an 8, besides, I think, 5 players? 6 players? 7 players? Okay. Half the team is over 8 and half the team is below 8. So, props to Carbonero for getting an 8.9, Hlošek with an 8.5, O'Leary with an 8.4, Kakachi with an 8.3, and Tamori with an 8. Everyone else getting pretty close. Substitutions didn't really do much in the end, but didn't really need to. It was just for fitness purposes, more or less. O'Leary did contribute though, and he got an 8.4, so fair play to him. We're going to go into the post-match interview and stop rambling on. Let's see what the results were. A draw at Burnley. We go 8 points clear, I think, at the top, unless Cardiff did win, but I still think it's an 8-point gap. I guess we'll see when we see the table. I'm going to look at the table anyway. It'll show us the quarter-final standing thing.
Some questions regarding
Leicester,
the match.
but I'm going to look at the championship table anyway. So, with 2 goals to secure a win, Haaland was the hero today. Any thoughts? Converted them perfectly. Could have had a hat-trick. Didn't have, unfortunately, but it was enough. Impressive performance. A very impressive the way Haaland played today. It was a world-class performance. Expect nothing less than the Norwegian. Peterborough United is clearly not at your level. By scoring 4 goals, you demonstrated that today. Do you have any advice for your opponents? I remember when we played against them in League One and they were like, Peterborough is better than you, far stronger side or something, or at least equal. They're not our level. That's simply it. It's obvious Peterborough United is not our level. I'd suggest they spend a little less energy trying to be giant killers. I don't think they were trying to be giant killers. I think that's a bit mean. Comfortable win after 4 goals scored by Bradford City. Do you think the game could have gone another way today? Well, based off maybe the last game against Sheffield Wednesday, it could have. But realistically, we could have scored more. Well, the result and the scoreline were well deserved in my opinion. We gave Peterborough United no chance. They could have easily scored more. I've got to say, we dominated, rightfully so, in that match. Alright, so it looks like it was just a bump in the road. Oh, bollocks. Here we go. He is an important player, and he does play. I rotate with Tamori. And he will be playing in the Carabao Cup game. I need to play more often. The amount of matches I get to play at the moment is good for my career. You still have your place in the squad. Over the last couple of matches I've tried different tactics. You still have your place in the squad. Don't worry. He does, fully. If he grows above Tamori, he'll go back to number 1. I mean, I'm not saying he's not number 1 in the centre-back role. I think him and Tamori can rotate. And they'd be fine, but obviously Hennessy not a fan of that. We'll give 1 to Sellers Nev because I want to work on Lundberg and O'Leary. I also really need to work on Ericsson. God, there's so many. So many good players that need attention in these training drills. But it's just sometimes I'll have to miss out, unfortunately. I'll give 2 to Lundberg. I'll give 1 to O'Leary, see if he can hit 70. And I guess I'll give 1 to Ericsson. I need to try and get some of these guys loaned out in January. To be honest. I really wanted more of them loaned out at the start of the season. But didn't come to fruition, so try and loan them out maybe January time. Lundberg starting to grow a bit more. Sellers never grown a little bit. O'Leary hitting that 70 like I wanted. Ericsson, not too bad from him. I mean, he got a D, but it's not the worst he's ever had. He's had an F multiple times. Anyway, we're going to head on to our next game, and we've got Swansea 3 days after. I have to rotate a team for that. I'm in pretty good form and I'm feeling good, so we're not going to bench me for the game against Leicester. I think I started him against Crystal Palace, and he had a standout performance, so I'll consider it. I probably will put him in, to be honest. Put him in, coach. I'll probably put him at right back, though, because I kind of want to keep Kakachi on. I haven't figured out the squad yet, but I'll consider your request before announcing the team sheet. Well, we'll see what squad we utilise. But we are going to be travelling to the King Power Stadium. It's confirmed here. It says away versus Leicester. So a big match up next. But we do get the victory here. 4-0 thumping over Peterborough. And then in December we've got quite a bit of fixture build-up. So we'll deal with that when we come to it. We play Peterborough again. Oh. Christmas Eve. But anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed another episode of Bradford City Career Mode. But not really much to talk about at the end here. Although I did want to check the table. I knew I was going to forget something. I want to check the table, check the gap now between us and second. I think it's 8 points. Yeah, it is. There we go. 55 points now for us. 47 for Burnley and 47 for Cardiff. I think it's going to be a battle for them for second place. Hopefully we... Well, no, it's not even anywhere near. It's not even halfway through the season yet. But hopefully we're getting at that point where we're putting some daylight between ourselves and our competitors. And that would be brilliant to know if we actually... By January, I want to have a good little bit of lead over the opponents and just practically confirm that we're going to come either top 2 or at least... Well, I say at least top 2 or a championship trophy. To be honest, I'm going to just talk a little bit. Like, I know I said I wouldn't, but I'm going to talk quickly. I wouldn't mind getting second place. Like, if we fell down to second place, if we bottled it and we fell down to second place, it's still automatic promotion to the Premier League. It's just every time I've been promoted so far in this career mode, we haven't won the actual league title of that league. So in Season 1, we got promoted from League 2 in second place. Season 2, we got promoted from League 1 through the playoffs. Season 3, obviously, we got into the playoffs and couldn't overcome Nottingham Forest, and unfortunately we lost. But then this season, I feel like it's got to be the season we get into the Premier League, and I feel like we need a trophy to go up with. And if it's not the Carabao Cup, which it could be, to be honest, I hope it's the Championship trophy. But anyway, I'm going to stop talking. I know I said I'd talk a little bit, but I'm going to just shut up and let you guys get on with your day. Obviously, there's going to be another upload later. It's double upload day. And this will be the second upload coming up next with our game at the King Power against Leicester in the Carabao Cup quarterfinal. Bye for now.